You know what? I just got done making a video about an hour ago. And I'm saying that man them for not be scared of gal, but man them for still live life with a sense of paranoia. Tread carefully around gal, innit? Don't be scared of gal, don't be shook, don't be scared to put a gal in her place. But still, man for live life with a sense of paranoia. Tread carefully around gal, because there's certain man they're 6 feet under because of a gal. There's certain man get set up for their watch, they're 6 feet under. There's certain man, and obviously man for take accountability and that, but a certain man going and killing and offing the next man because his girl cheated on him. Obviously, man them for take accountability. That's your fault. That ain't even a girl's fault. I'm just saying, gal are the common denominator in the equation. It's not 100% their fault though. Me, I'm a man of accountability and that. So when I make these videos, I make a video, and obviously I always watch the video through before I even forget about posting it and making it public before I schedule it. So I was watching this video in the shower, watching the video, boom. And obviously I'm talking about this video I made just an hour ago and that, saying obviously man for live life with a sense of paranoia when it comes to gal and that. And I think to myself, blood, man for live a sense of paranoia in general. Yeah? Look, man don't want to make people hate everyone and hate the world and that, but blood, a lot of people out here are fake. They're not genuine in that. I'm not saying the world is out to get you in that, but blood, man for live life with a sense of paranoia. Forget the gal thing. Your neighbours, they'll smile up in your face, talk shit about you behind your back. They're not being real. They're not being genuine. Your family members, cousins and that. Yeah, they smile up in your face and that, but secretly, if you're about something, if you're a man of substance, if you're growing, you're elevating that blood, they're waiting for your downfall. Your own brethren. I made a video about this the other day. Obviously, men, it's natural for men to want to compete with their brethren and that. A little bit. You know, from a young age, man was, you get me, grown to want to beat a man at Tekken or Pro Evolution or FIFA or this racing game, Gran Turismo, I get it. But if you got a friend around you, whether you're a gal or a man, if you got a friend around you, they always feel like, you feel like they're slyly trying to compete with you to some degree. You got to be careful with that person. Because in that video I'm talking about people are trying to compete with you, you've got a brethren that's trying to compete with you. What is competition? Competition, the mindset behind competition is wanting the opposition to fail, wanting the opposition to have a downfall. When Tottenham and Arsenal walk on the pitch, Arsenal don't think to themselves, you know what, I hope Tottenham get every advantage they deserve in this match. I hope, you know, they play their best. No, Tottenham are thinking, I hope they get a red card. I hope someone gets injured and I hope they miss every single Rouse Club penalty and free kick. When someone's trying to compete with you, they slyly, subconsciously are hoping for your downfall. So you got friends or family members and that you feel like you a little bit slyly in competition with you. You need to be careful with them. I'm not saying cut them off completely, but definitely be careful with them, because you know what? Everyone that you come across in life, most people, you can't 100% trust them in that. So there's no point just cutting off everybody in that. Unless someone does a violation or something, that someone violates, obviously cut them off in that. But literally, you just have to live life with a sense of paranoia. Like Tupac said, trust nobody. His best friends, they snaked him. He was doing one interview, I think he was in jail. These times he had hair. Because, you know, for the most part, Tupac was bald and that. Trust no one. His closest brethren dogged him out or whatever you say. You know them American man use them terms and that. They'll snake you. They'll snake you. I was doing a reaction video the other day, and this girl's boyfriend was murdered. So it was a road youth. It's America. So she's like, I was going to say Brazilian, probably like Puerto Rican or something. She's all getting the lips and all the bum and the boob, all the whole shebang. Every plastic bit of surgery you can think of, she's getting that. She's got that. And she's saying that obviously she does it to help her cope with the loss of her boyfriend. Obviously, I made a video saying that, blood, plastic surgery is not the answer to your problems and that. I made reference to a man that I know who his mum died when he was like 20, 21 and he started smoking crack. Doing plastic surgery, doing drugs, becoming an alcoholic is not going to solve your problems, blood. Doing plastic surgery is not going to bring your boyfriend back. Smoking crack ain't going to bring your mum back, blood. Likewise, similarly with alcohol, it's not going to bring no one back. So what's the point? So anyway, in that video, obviously, she's explaining that, you know, yeah, it's hard. You know, my boyfriend passed away and that. And, you know, I get all the surgery for that. And there was one part in the video where she says, my boyfriend, he's his friends always contact me on a regular basis, whatever, to check in on me.
I know that self-care makes you feel better. Yeah. And you look beautiful. And when you look beautiful, you feel beautiful, you know?
But I do miss him.
I miss him too.
So I had a very rough year. I just lost my boyfriend 5 months ago. 3-year relationship with him to murder. This is the portrait that I did of my boyfriend. His real name is Demetrius, but everybody knows him as Meech. So Demetrius, legends live forever, because it's true, he really was a legend in my life and to a lot of people. So this day, I don't understand why they took him away like that. Such a beautiful person, such a good person. That's probably been like the best relationship I had in my entire life. I feel like he's always with me every day, and it's just something that I gotta deal with, because it's hard losing somebody just like that, but I'm trying and and I know he's with me, and I know he wants me to do good, and I'm just trying to be strong, because it's hard, it's really hard. I've been talking to the therapist every week, because it's just crazy, but I'm hanging in there and I'm taking it day by day. But self-care, all this makes me happy. So I don't have to really think about it so much. Grief is something really serious. I'm just now getting up and trying to make myself feel beautiful. I was stuck home for 2 months. I was just looking at the wall, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to cope with it. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I fell into a deep depression. What has helped me grieve about my boyfriend, I was around with a lot of his friends, all his friends check up on me. So having the support of them makes me feel a little better. What has helped me grieve about my boyfriend, I was around with a lot of his friends, all his friends check up on me. So having the support of them makes me feel a little better.
You see, when I saw that part, I'm so shocked that I didn't even react to it. It's only when I was watching the replay, because like I said, when I made these videos, I watched them afterwards, and I was watching it, I was thinking to myself, I guarantee you, I would love to know, I'd love to have confirmation, because I know, but I'd love to, when you want the proof and that, I'd love to know how many of them brethrens are trying to slide in the back door. That's what certain man I like, Certain man will try to slide in the back door, blood. What? My man's dead now, So my girl's all lonely and upset and that. Certain man, that's what I'm saying, all of these girls with brethrens and the friends on, blood, them man, they're the biggest snakes, blood. Them man, they're not making their intentions known, blood. Them man, they're trying to creep in the back door. Them man, they're literally like predators, blood. Not in an evil sense, but what I'm saying, them man, they're like real opportunists and that. There's certain man in the friend zone right now that are waiting for that golden opportunity for the stars align for it to be weak and vulnerable, and them man, they're going to pounce on it, blood. I think to myself, how could I have missed that? Because I don't know. One of those brethrens weren't really his brethren like that. Just a cool associate thinking, boy, he's dead now. She ain't no use to him. Yeah. He ain't of no use to her. He's dead now, innit? Yeah. She's eventually going to need to move on. So she may as well move on now. And certain man will try to slide in there. Trust me, certain man, if their brethren died and the girl was all vulnerable and lonely, they will become extra close and extra friendly with that gal. Madness. I'll never touch, dead, alive, on Mars, in jail, I don't give a fuck. I'll never touch none of my brethren's girls or none of my brethren's exes, blood. Literally, fam. Off market, not unavailable to me, blood. This is how, man, I've got integrity, blood. But yeah, I'd have loved to have known at what point one of them guys try to slide in and that. You just can't trust no one, man. Look how many times you hear them story. You must have heard a story. This is why I'm Jay White, blood, man. Man, hear a lot, see a lot, experienced a lot, done a lot, blood. Even dumb stuff like builders ripping off people and that. You just can't trust no one. People try to scam you, blood. I made a video saying that I would never enter, and this is my advice to anyone. Do not enter a business with someone who knows a lot more than you. So, for example, I was buying and selling cars. Cut the long story short, I've got trade plates. Trade plates are those plates that you see when people are driving around and they got this white number plate with red writing. That's trade plates. That's for people that are buying and selling cars for the most part. I took my car down to the car MOT garage that I know, and he saw the trade plates and he asked me, oh, what are you doing with them? And I said, yeah, I'm buying and selling cars and that. And basically, I said to him, I'm looking to put a lot of money into it, whatever in it. He said to me, oh, you know, if you want, yeah, because you live up in Northampton and that, do you want to start a business up in Loughborough or somewhere? I don't even know what the fuck that is and that. He's like, yeah, man, I'm looking to open up a MOT garage and that. I'm looking for someone to go in partnership with. And it obviously sounded like a good idea and that. But hold on a minute, I ain't going to be putting like all 20, 30 grand into no business with someone that knows more than me. So I'm just going to be like, oh, yeah. Nah, fam. I'm not entering no business with someone and I'm a fucking complete novice. I don't know jack shit and they know more than me. So that means that they can finesse me, they can scam me. At the end of the day, just because it's an MOT man, I know him for a few years and that, how many friends have been snaked by their brethren? How many family members have been ripped off by their family members? You know how many stories I heard? Jamaican people live over here, they're building a house back home in Jamaica, and the family are left to manage the property. There was one story. This woman was building a house over in Jamaica, and obviously she had up-to-date photos and that. But at one point, the family weren't sending her no up-to-date photos and that. Like 7-8 months have gone by, but they're still asking and demanding money and that. Anyway, cut the long story short, she decided to fly out there. When she went out there, the property had not been touched for like 7 months, 8 months. They've been ripping her off, taking her blood clot money. This is what family will do to you, you know. Family, you know. So if you can't even trust your family and your friends, you can't trust no one out on the road. How many times gal want to hook up with these footballers and that next thing you know they're screaming, he done this, he done that, just to get a paycheck, just to get her monies out of her, man. You can't trust no one, blood. Can't trust your manager at work, your boss at work, blood. Them man there, yeah, they all have redundancies coming up and not tell you, blood. Leave it to the last minute where they could have told you 3-4 months ago. But you know why they don't want to tell you 3-4 months ago that they're looking to make redundancies and that? Oh, because he might leave before the 3-4 months are up. So now we'll need someone to fill his spot. Don't trust no one. You hear about them rappers and that. Get nice big gold chain. One of his so-called brethren robbed him. Can't trust no one. Whether it's in the corporate world or on the road. Whether it's your family, whether it's your friends. Can't trust no one. Even gal that you meet out on the street. Can't trust them. Even your own gal you might not be able to trust. Even your own wife you might not be able to trust. Search it on YouTube. Type in wife hired hitman. Some woman hired a hitman to kill her husband because he had life insurance. She'd rather take his life than have him around so she can get 100 grand payout. The man faked his death. What they done was, I think, you can go and watch it. The police then must have met up with her. And because somehow the husband knew that the woman was going to set him up. I don't know how. But he got a police officer involved. The police officer met up with the woman, and as soon as she exchanged £50 like as a deposit to the hitman, so here's £50, here's a deposit, like I'm serious about you doing the job, they arrested her. Because it's all well and good talking that, but once you start exchanging money in that, now it's like a verbal agreement. You've entered a sly contract in that. They arrested her. They nicked her, but first of all, they staged his death. They made it look like he died and that. Brought her into the police station and that. Not to question her as if she's a criminal, but like, you know, she's, you know, the victim's wife and that. And she was like, oh, so like all crying and that. You can go watch the video and that. And then I think my man walks into the room. He's like, what? You're alive? What do you mean? Like, madness. But that's it, man. You can't trust no one. Forget all the gal them. You can't trust no one. You can't trust no one at your workplace. I'm not saying don't be friends with no one. I'm not saying don't be cool with your family and that. I'm saying always know that, yeah, you know what, on sly, yeah, these people might be hoping for my downfall. Even me and my gal. We took a nice cool photo together, posted it up on, she posted up on her Instagram story, put on her Instagram story that she was out and about with me down on the ends and that. One of her brethren saw the post and she didn't say nothing or nothing. She didn't see the story. She saw the story, didn't comment on the story, saw the post of the picture of us, didn't comment on the picture. And then when my girl met her up afterwards, like a couple of days later, I can't remember, my girl must have mentioned my name and that, and she said, yeah, it's because you're in a toxic relationship and that. And I think to myself, why are you talking negative of that? You see when people make negative comments and that, bro, it's not just, oh, straight facts and that, blood. There's like a deeper meaning behind it. So anyway, I told my girl, this girl is a sly hater, she's jealous, you know. She was like, nah. I said, blood, watch. About 6-7 months later, the girl was telling my girl's brother was telling her, oh yeah, your man is a good catch and that. Now you need to hold on to him and that. Bro, she probably wants me for herself, bro. I've never met the fucking girl, but what I'm saying is she probably sly jealous because you can't meet a man of my caliber. There's only a couple of J words floating around and that, few and far ass club between, fam. For certain girl, blood, if you got you get me, top tier man, blood, they're gonna hate on you for it. If a girl's in a relationship where she's happy, there's certain girl are gonna hate on her for it. You could get a new car, your brother will hate on you for it, blood. I know, man have told me, yeah, man, leasing all these cars for £500, you get me, is a madness and that, blood. You just see your money running away from you and it's like you have a hole in your pocket. Yeah, man, next time, man, like, I'm not even gonna lease a new car and that. And you shouldn't too, man. Just stick to your thing, blood. If you buy a car, if you get a car, just buy it outright, little £5 car. And then 6 months later, man's driving a brand new car. Man doing that to keep you down, to suppress you. Because a man's in competition with you, blood. Anyway, man, that's it, man. You can't even trust no one nowadays, innit? Yeah. I'm not saying not be friends with no one, innit? But just live life with a certain paranoia. Stay wise. Done, man.